So it looks like the police are really keeping it down pat in England right now. So now they've released the fact that it was a 53-year-old white British male who drove his car into the group of people celebrating the Liverpool FC victory parade. So, if you didn't know this, a couple days ago, somebody came to the parade. It was blocked off and everything. There was tons and tons of fans all over the place, and like, the players were on a big bus and they were going down the street. There was confetti. It was beautiful. And at the end of the parade, some guy drove his car into a group of, I don't know, maybe like 20 to 40 people, because 27 people were treated on the scene. And then I think they said that another 20 or something people were transported to the hospital, but 4 people were pinned underneath one of the car, basically. And I think there were 2 people who were seriously injured, like a young child and an adult. And so everybody's like, wow, this is a miracle that nobody died in this accident. Well, I don't even know if it's fair to call it an accident. The police are not calling it terrorism, which is so surprising. I don't know why you're not saying this is terrorism. I mean, it's putting terror into people, it's using a car as a weapon. That's the scene, really. That's what it looked like at the end. So, luckily, there were a lot of ambulances and stuff like that that were around in preparation for the parade. So, really, really shocking. And I think that a lot of people are talking about the aftermath. Because I don't know if you remember this, but not too long ago, there was a teenager that killed a kid in Britain. Do you remember this? And there were mobs of like neo Nazis and like people, just like hooligan people, those soccer game kind of people that come out and just are like the bad people. And they like burn down businesses and break windows and like damage cars, jump on cars and everything, like literally rioting in the streets because the police didn't come out quick enough with a description of who they thought did it. And it ended up being that a rumor went around saying that it was an asylum seeker, and they did all this destruction, and it was all this hate against asylum seekers, and it ended up being like an African descent person from like Wales, like an actual British black person from Wales. So I just thought to myself, like, they are doing all this super, super quick to avoid that situation again for having some sort of rumor. And did you notice that there's no riots in the street now? There's no riots, there's no hooligans, there's nobody screaming and yelling and damaging any businesses or anything like that. So, what do you think about this?